Jeremy Drevenstead with Demco Products. Today I want to talk about a cool feature that our tow bars have, the built-in rise and drop. This unique built-in feature is a 1.5-inch rise or a 1.5-inch drop. And not only that, but you can also change the pitch of the tow bar. And between these two features, this gives you up to 3 inches of rise and drop, saving you time and money. So let's take a minute and see just how this works and how to properly adjust it. When you get your new Demco tow bar, it comes standard in the drop position like seen here. If this is the position you need your tow bar to be in, great. All you need to do at this point is to make sure that the pitch is correct and that it is within 3 inches of being parallel by first making sure you are hooked up to the towed vehicle and on a level surface. We're then going to measure from the ground to the center of our receiver right here. Then jump over to the towed vehicle and measure from the ground to where the pin goes through on our base plate assembly. If you are within 3 inches, that is great. That is what we're looking for. Next, we're going to want to go ahead and set the pitch. Now you'll probably notice that it can actually slide up and down. There is a groove in here. So if we loosen this 3/4 inch bolt right here, we can actually adjust the pitch of the tow bars up and down on our receiver. And what we're looking for is for our bolt to be perpendicular to the towed vehicle. Once we get that all adjusted, what we're going to want to do is torque down both these 1/2-inch bolts and our 3/4 inch bolt to 85 foot-pounds. So let's say that you need it to be in the rise position. Now, a lot of people think, okay, well, why don't I just flip this tow bar over? Let me show you what will happen if we were to just do that. You'll notice these little red tabs here. There's also pins on the tow bar arms. What this is for is to store our tow bar when not in use. You lift it all the way up and you drop the pin into that notch on that red tab. So you can only imagine if we were to just pull this out and flip it upside down, let's say you were to drive down the road with this in the back of your coach, there would be nothing to hold those arms up and eventually you'll be dragging them down the road. Granted, they are self-supporting arms, but if you can imagine going down the road, eventually hitting bumps and whatnot, they're going to drop completely down to the ground, thus damaging your tow bar. So what we're going to do is I'm going to remove this tow bar. I'm going to bring it over to a workbench, and I'm going to show you how we can go about flipping that receiver into the rise position. All right, now that we've got our tow bar removed from the back of our coach and we brought it into our workbench or our work table, what we're going to want to do is remove our 2 1/2-inch bolts. There's one on each side, along with our 3/4 inch bolt. I found it to be a little bit easier if I have it sitting in the stored position like this. So let's go ahead and remove our 2 1/2-inch bolts. And we're going to want to make sure we keep track of our lock washer and our regular washer there. And we're going to go ahead and take off our big 3/4 inch nut. And when it comes to removing this big bolt, I found a hammer is going to help. Now, we're not going to want to beat on this heavily. We're going to want to give it kind of some light taps. As you can see, it doesn't take a whole lot. And with kind of twisting it, we can pull it out. And when you remove it, all you got to do is flip that over, slide it back into position, reinsert our bolt. Using a hammer, just kind of lightly tap it in. Put our nut back on and reinsert both our 1/2-inch bolts, washers, and lock washers. And now we're in the rise position. Now that we've successfully gotten in the rise position, we're going to want to follow the same procedures we went over earlier with hooking it up to our towed vehicle and making sure everything's in alignment. And then we're going to want to torque down all these bolts to 85 foot-pounds.